Yeah, we're not muted, is we?
No, we're not. And
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John,
this is Qiana.
and this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That. See that?
See that?
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool because smart is
The new
gangsta,
baby,
baby.
baby.
And if you don't know, now you know. That's how I'm feeling this morning.
That's how you feeling? Yeah.
I am.
Happy Monday.
Yeah.
Happy money.
Motivation.
No, motivation, money making Monday.
Yes, Lord. Charlie Funk, what's good with you?
Yeah.
We changing the game and the world. Amen to that.
Mhm.
I unite with that fully. And we want y'all to know that the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliate, sponsors, or partners. Happy birthday, Auntie Debbie.
Oh, yes.
My Auntie Debbie turned 70 yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah. She said it's her month. This is her month.
I ain't mad at her.
Yeah.
Happy 70th birthday.
70th birthday.
The other day was Amber's birthday.
Which Amber?
Robinson.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And she really technically don't have a birthday because she's born on leap year.
Okay, so it was yesterday
or the day before.
Okay, wow. Yeah, born on the 29th. So that means you
last year she had her birthday. I think it was last year because I think it was the 29th.
Last year was leap year.
I think so.
Okay.
So happy birthday, Amber.
Okay. Vince was good. Good. Thank you for tapping in. That is interesting. And I got a birthday coming up.
You do.
So this is my birthday month.
It is.
Yeah, we're gonna have a party.
Do you have something? Because you know my birthday month.
Yeah.
Spirit fingers.
Yeah.
Do you have a thing? Because I'll participate. Because y'all participate with me.
No, I don't have a thing. I don't have a thing. I just I'm turning 50, so we're gonna have a good time at Urban. So yeah, that's my thing this year. Just kind of celebrating 50 years. I usually be real like in a funk around my birthday time.
Why?
I don't know. Like
Good morning,
I struggle with birthdays. Like I was so sad. The saddest one I remember was when I was turning 18. Like I cried.
Why?
I didn't want to be 18.
What you wanted to be?
I don't know.
You wanted to still be a kid?
I just ain't want to be 18. And then a month after I turned 18, I got arrested in April. And
that ain't funny, but that's why you didn't want to be 18.
That was probably why. Okay, yeah, I'm making grown folks decisions. I'm gonna have to pay grown folks dividends.
So you're
but watch this. So after I got arrested in April, the first question they asked me was, "How old are you?" And I told them I was 18. And then I told them my name, and they said, "That's not your name." And then they started laughing, saying, "What are you, an Irishman?" Because Malone, it was like, really. Negro named Malone.
Yeah.
in South St. Pete in Child's Park. Like, that ain't your name. And then later on, I found out they were right. That was not my name. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you changed it.
I mean, slave name, that whole history. And all
yeah. Well.
So that was
Charlie Funk say he feel the same way.
Okay. About birthdays?
No, I feel like, okay, so birthdays for me.
Yeah.
Is I feel like I don't really ask for much.
Yeah.
That's the one day that like my people, like I really kind of go all out and they choose to come hang out with me.
I think, when was the last time I actually had a party for my birthday? I can't even remember really. But this one gonna be big. We're gonna have a good time.
Oh, we is.
So it's gonna be March 21st at Urban. I'm looking forward to seeing my family, my community, and just people I love, people who love me. So yeah, we're gonna do that.
Let's turn up. I like birthdays. Yeah, I'm a birthday girl.
Like, don't come all stuffy and thinking, oh well, it's Brother John's birthday, and so like, no, Brother John want to have a good time.
And you want to have a funky good time.
No, I don't want to have a good time. I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah.
And my wife said, make sure that you tell them we're not there to talk about work. We're not there to talk about business.
And please do not make my twin flame mad. Because if she's mad, I'm going to be mad.
But like having a good time. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. Oh, man, the world is going crazy.
Yeah, we went to sleep, woke up in the war.
How about that, man?
I mean, I guess that's how this happened.
And it was like I thought you had to go to Congress in order to declare war? Like that's not a thing no more.
So listen, I don't. Whatever the rules are,
okay.
I don't think they apply to him, or he don't think they apply to him, and nobody is forcing him to do something. But it's kind of like, what do you do? Like at this point, unless you like completely like fire him, there's no consequences for his actions. So he's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I can break the rules. What y'all gonna do for me? Impeachment is a joke. They're just gonna
or you just take me to court and we'll see how it goes.
And I got all them in my I have all of them in my pocket.
Yeah.
So I gave them their job, so they're not gonna side against me. Hint, hint, hint. So I can kind of do what I want to do. So now we're over there in Iran, right?
Yeah.
And we're over there, so they mad at us, right? And then I think we hopped into the Mexican stuff, so they mad at us. Yeah, with the cartel, right?
Yeah.
They mad at us. Venezuela mad at us.
Oh yeah,
right?
I mean, because you just over there and you just like kidnapped their president and took their oil,
right? And telling them like y'all can't use it. So
we gonna sell it. Don't worry about it. We got it. Like we gonna keep the oil moving.
Yeah, like do what I say, or y'all don't get nothing. Kind of, you know what I mean? So
right.
Iran shot up the airport in Dubai, I believe.
I don't know, but
I think so.
I saw something that's possible. I saw something that was posted saying that they bombed like the thing in Israel where they turned the salt water into regular water, and so they're gonna be thirsty in Israel. But they saying that they saying Iran was ready for them. They've been waiting on this. Like they knew that they was gonna eventually come. And now that they're there, like they've been ready. And one of the things I wanted to lift up too is that they said they killed the Ayatollah Khomeini, and I remember them talking about the Ayatollah for years growing up. And so when they said they killed the Ayatollah, I was like, wow, that kind of blew my mind. And then I looked up what that means, and so I just want y'all to understand the Ayatollah Khomeini. Ayatollah is not his name. Ayatollah is a title. And the title is in the 12 or Shia Islam, because you got like Baptist, Methodist, Episcopalian. Well, in Islam you have like Sunni, Shia, what they consider Orthodox, and so this is the Shia Islamic branch, and he's a high-ranking religious scholar and leader with deep expertise in Islamic law, theology, and jurisprudence. He actually has the right to do the religious. He has religious authority, so he guides the Shia community on Islamic belief and law. He has scholarly status, and so they're recognized as a high-level study in theology and jurisprudence. And he also has political influence, especially in Iran. The top ayatollahs have substantial political power, and so with them killing the Ayatollah, it's going to cause a lot of instability in a leadership vacuum until they can fill that void. And so it's the same thing that they do. They go over there, kill your leader, split your people, divide the people up, and then come in and say, don't worry about it. We'll save y'all. We'll make sure that y'all good. And then all of the country's resources will be stolen away and shipped out. So yeah, keep your eyes on that. But this is going to expand, I think, probably into like a wider war. It's going to like spread. Because them people over there, like,
they ready.
Oh yeah, they ready. They really. You talk about
like the cartel, like the cartel. They came in there. That's what y'all doing.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. Yeah. We just got to be at this point, and you hate to say we because we ain't got, but then we are, and but we are part of. Like, are they? If something happened, no, that's them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're lumping us in. There's going to be a lot of senseless deaths that I think is going to happen.
Yeah. And they was telling like the Americans that's over there for them to shelter in place, right? So that they don't get caught up in it. But yeah, they said the strikes and the subsequent Iranian retaliation have already caused civilian casualties, heightened fears among citizens, and has drawn international condemnation. Israel has launched missiles and drones at U.S. bases and at Israel. So it's escalating the tensions in the region. So definitely want to make sure that we paying attention to what's going on over there. See, we got a caller coming in.
We do got a caller.
Caller, you on the air? We talking about the bombing of Iran. What's on your mind?
I ain't got nothing to do with Iran. I'm
Call him to
hey,
make that
hey,
clear,
hey,
right?
yeah. I don't want no trouble, Iran. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no
Iran.
trouble from.
I didn't say
Yeah, we
Iran. Right.
well, Iran, because soon they coming over here. That's what's gonna be. Iran then found shelter to get away from the bomb.
Yeah, loud and clear, loud and clear. What's good, my
But
brother?
what I want to do, I want to say happy birthday to a friend of the y'all Tampa Bay Breakfast Club and my beautiful queen, my wife. It's her
Sure
birthday
enough,
today.
sure enough. I saw that. I saw
One,
that. Saw that.
Happy, and we were
yeah,
saying birthday. Happy birthday, Sharonda.
Mrs.
yeah,
Davis, baby. That's good, man.
yeah. So I wanna put a special shout out, let the world know, let the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club know that my queen birthday today, and I'm going to work to hide from her. So happy birthday to you. I love you.
Love you
But I
too.
gotta go to work. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all see it in the street today, ride around, hey, tell her happy birthday and let her know her husband loves her. I appreciate
No
y'all. You
doubt.
know what I'm saying?
Well, I
No
got
doubt.
you.
All right,
Came on and let the whole world
Matter
know.
of fact, when we get off, I'll call and say, Damien said he appreciate you.
That's right.
yeah, hey, Q, you always on time, girl. That's
I
what you
got you.
down with me. Hey, I love y'all.
Love you back, man.
Hey, and one more shout out. I want to give a shout out the Room 109, man. Love Dorsey doing good things at Room 109. So all the black couples and black excellence, not only black couples in general, man. Y'all go out there and check it out. Reserve your room at Room 109. Y'all ain't gonna want to miss that, man.
Okay.
Okay. It's a great experience, man.
Right
All
on,
right.
right
Love,
on.
thank y'all.
And that's
Thank
in the
y'all.
Fusion 49th district
It
too.
is. I see that. I like what she's doing.
Yeah.
I really
I just see
do.
pictures, so I'm not sure exactly what
Well,
it is.
I see pictures and I've talked to a couple of people who went there.
Okay.
I do like she said, it's not a restaurant, it's
Okay.
not a club, it's a dining experience.
Oh,
So she has different chefs that kind of come in, they
Okay.
cook. She has violinists, she has
I
R&B.
saw one with a saxophone.
Right. And so they
yeah.
come in there and they just really kind of like you. I've never been. So
Okay,
like just
okay.
talking to people, they really enjoy it. And they're embracing, relationships. And like she said, if you ain't about that, you're not
The
the
target
no,
audience.
no. This is not for you.
Yeah, no, that's good. And I think business owners who are clear on their target audience
Mm-hmm.
are the ones who excel, right?
Yeah.
Because when you're trying to please and do everything for everybody without having a clear focus on like who you're doing it for,
Yeah.
then that's when you take feedback as pushback.
Oh, you
and all of
lose.
the stuff.
You
Yeah.
really kind of lose your way because
Yeah,
you think that like you're missing something.
Yep. So
But
yeah,
yeah.
so no, shout out to Love Dorsey. Appreciate that. And then of course, while we doing shout outs for businesses, we know that the Black Money movement is still in full swing, y'all, and the cash mob is coming to Fusion 49th District. So they'll be on March the 7th at 12 o'clock. Coming to Baja's. I was trying to find the address, but if you don't know where Baja's are, we might have to look at your South St. Pete card. But we're gonna make sure that we put it in.
It's on 49th Street.
1836.
Okay.
Yeah, 1836, 49th Street South. So let me just read it. So the Black Money Movement presents the Cash Mob at Baja's. Again, join us as we come together to support local Black-owned businesses, circulate our dollars in the community, and enjoy some great Q good vibes and unity. March the 7th, 12 p.m., 1836 49th Street. It's takeout only. Bring your cash, bring your people, and bring your appetite. Let's show up, spend together, and make an impact where it matters the most. Black Money Movement / hashtag Cash Mob. Support. So make sure that y'all pull up and be a part of the Cash Mob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I was looking at this thing about the wars too,
Okay.
right? So just kind of going back to Trump and these wars. One of the things that I had was how they have lied historically to go to war.
Mm-hmm.
Like just outright just lie and say this is why we're doing this stuff. And so you got to be mindful when they tell you that they're going to war. The reason that they give you for going is usually not the reason that historically it is. And one of the things with Trump is he not traditional with telling you like, okay, we got this excuse and we going to war. Like he telling you like we're going to get that oil. Like we're going to get the like before you used to have to figure out, if you wasn't conscious that that's what they was doing. But like he telling you now, We going because we want.
That's a bully,
we
right?
want
I don't like it either way,
Yeah.
but then it does put you in a situation, I think, when you be like, oh, so you can do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like before, people be like, no, like people can defend you.
Yeah.
Right? People could be like,
because
no, it's not really.
they're
No.
doing that with civilians.
Yeah. Nah, like it's like, well, so then if you had like, so then somebody else who are our allies, if I'm thinking,
Yeah.
right? If I have a resource that you want, do I now become the enemy?
Mm.
Like, what stop you from saying that, like, I'm not gonna go and take your resources?
Yeah. And then if you got resources, like what's stopping you from being like, okay, we're gonna be preemptive and get in front of this in case y'all talking about coming over here.
And then now we have people that probably are our enemies that's pretending to be our allies, because I know that would be my next go-to, right?
Are we cool, dog?
Yeah, no, yeah. But then people start to align. I can't even think. Allies,
Yes,
alliances and allies with other people who feel the same way, and then everybody's smiling in your face, and they're setting up something to attack. So I do think that it does weaken the defense system. There's a reason why, like, they tell a white lie. Sometimes, I mean,
so this one of the things. So it was like, I remember this in school too. I remember we used to have to study this. They talk about the sinking of the Lusitania. This was like 1915, and the claim was that Germany had committed an unprovoked war crime by sinking a civilian passenger ship. What was later revealed is that the Lusitania was secretly carrying military munitions, including rifle cartridges and shell casings. Britain knew that the German U-boats were operating in the area, and they still allowed the civilians to get on the boat. The ship was registered as a legitimate target under international law because of the arms cargo. But what happened was that the U.S. public was emotionally mobilized using the image of innocent civilians while critical facts were withheld to generate support for the war. Then you had the Gulf of Tonkin incident. This was used to justify war in Vietnam. The claim was that the North Vietnamese had forced an unprovoked attack against you. That's the whole thing. Like, y'all attacked us and y'all shouldn't have. What was later revealed was that the second attack never happened, they said, and that radar and sonar readings were misinterpreted or just made up. And then President Johnson admitted privately that the incident was questionable. The false pretext led to over 3 million Vietnamese deaths, 58,000 American deaths, and a war that Congress never fully declared. So you had that. Then, of course, in our lifetime, I mean, it's a whole bunch more, but we ain't got time to get into
we don't, because it's 8 o'clock.
But then you had like the first Iraq war, when they claimed that they had weapons of mass destruction over there. They used to justify going to Iraq.
And they usually kind of say that, and that's what they were saying, that over there in Iran, that they were ready to, do what they finna do. They about to do their little dance, and now.
So y'all let us know, when you come back. When we come back, we're gonna talk about that. We also want to finish the conversation we were having around the state of the city. Trump did his State of the Union last week too. We never really talked about that, so I wanted to get y'all thoughts on the State of the Union. And it's Motivational Monday. So if you got a good word, give us a call. Let us know what the word is for this Monday. We'll be back about 6 or 7 minutes after the hour.
From the shadows, caught on camera, exposing.
I got love for you, no lie. I give my best, I try. Someday we'll touch the sky. You're an angel, little baby. Wipe all your tears away. I know it's been crazy, but keep your head up high. Foot
Chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, others lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just a rap about the trap don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together. Under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams.
Peace in the streets, love to my brothers, love to my sisters. We all need each other. Children need their mothers and they need their dads. Taking a life that don't make you bad. The fact that you do that is so sad. Pocket watching, plotting on another man's cash. Pick up a book instead of picking up a gun. Increase your knowledge and that'll increase your funds. If everyone succeeds, then crime would decrease and people would live instead of resting in peace. Unity, that's what we need. Stand up and be a positive force in the community.
We are one, we must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together,
Must stand together.
all together as one.
As one people.
United we must
United,
stand
we shall
together,
rise.
fighting for
And you fight for me
till our race is
till we
done.
see God.
United we must
United
stand
we will rise.
together.
Clap with me.
Under
Clap.
God, we
Clap.
are
Yes,
one.
sir.
We must
Clap.
fly to the
Clap.
sun.
GB on the track,
Every
man, and I
day,
mean this,
fight
it's
for
from the
peace,
heart.
not destroying
Back and
our
forth to
dreams.
prison, cause my position in the ghetto is wishing. My dreams is in my hand, man, instead of so distant. Violent crimes on my record, showing judges I'm reckless. Guess they think I'm rich and young, like Young and the Restless. Every time I see a young brother rich in peace, got to be the only time when I watch TV. Cause the struggling and suffering is all I see. Besides muscling and hustling at war with heat, I point the finger at the devil, boy, for taking my peace. Cause the only way to live is to take to the streets. But they rate me as a villain for the killing and dealing. For what? My last resort to make me a living. I don't give a damn, tell them so what? I'm gonna survive even if they threaten me with life. The arms of poverty hung tight, making life a fight. But in the sky, we got to unite. Keep your head in the sky.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together. Under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together.
Indirect
Cost of
talks
European
between the
gas
U.S.
has
and
soared over
Iran and
50%.
Geneva when Iran agreed to zero stockpiling of uranium as a guarantee that it would not pursue a nuclear weapon. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi condemned the U.S. for abandoning diplomacy.
Contrary to Americans, that their record is very bad and very negative. You know, this is the second time that we negotiated with Americans and they decided to attack us right in the middle of negotiation.
In Israel, an Iranian ballistic missile struck a residential district of Beit Shemesh on Sunday, killing 9 people and wounding 27 others. Another strike killed a woman in Tel Aviv. Other Iranian
don't care when, like what lifetime, I always want to come back black.
I wouldn't want to do anything but be black.
Me neither. Like I really, really
Yeah.
don't want like
Yeah.
every lifetime,
Be black.
every single lifetime.
You think you always been black? Like you think like in a previous lifetime you might have been something else?
I might have, like, you know, like I got like, so I think I was kind of a Gazelda at one point.
Okay. What's a Gazelda?
Blanca.
That's in your past life
I was,
experiences.
I was definitely a mermaid.
Okay, I would absolutely agree with that. Yeah.
And then on the flip side over there, I think I probably was a part like of the FBI or something like that.
Okay. Like investigative.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Hopefully all those I was chocolate. I hope all three of those I was chocolate.
It's hilarious. But I feel it though, yeah. Well, welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us to redefine what's good, because smart is
the new
gangsta.
Baby.
And if you don't know, now you know. Now you know. And we want to remind everybody that the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. That means the views, opinions, and statements expressed by host, guest, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners. You said your dad's birthday coming up 2 weeks.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
His birthday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got a Would You Rather.
Would you rather what?
Would You Rather is brought to you by Jerish Martin LLC.
Mm-hmm.
So would you rather be an example of discipline or the voice of unwavering encouragement? Would you rather be an example of discipline or the voice of unwavering encouragement?
That's a good one. What are you gonna go with?
I'm gonna go with the example of discipline.
Yeah, of course.
I like the example of discipline, because if I'm an example of discipline, that means I'm doing what it need to be done and I'm getting stuff done.
Yeah.
Then that example will hopefully inspire others to get it done too. Because a lot of times the reason we don't get stuff done is because we don't have discipline.
So that's really kind of where I was going, like in my mind, like kind of playing with it a little bit, because if you are disciplined, then you can get everything you need to be done. You can encourage people to do stuff, but if they don't have the motivation or the discipline to get it done, it don't matter what you say, because you're wonderful. Yeah, and
you
then
can do it.
You can do it, but then they just sit at the edge of the pool and never jump in. So I'm going with discipline as well.
It became clear to me, in this moment, because I was talking to somebody, and they called me. You know, I'm blessed. Like I'm really blessed, right? Because I get phone calls with a lot of people that they share ideas with me about things that they want to do, and the reason I say I'm blessed is because over the years, I've seen and helped people workshop so many ideas, right? And to be able to see, like, I remember when that was a thought. I remember when you first had that idea. And so to be able to see, like, you know, from the idea stage to the execution and like pulling it off, like that's one of my like greatest joys, right? I love when people say, hey, I got this idea for this thing. And then I give them I sprinkle a couple things on it.
Yeah.
You give them a little bit of that unwavering encouragement, and then they go off and do it, right? That's one part of it. The other part of it is you got people that bring you ideas and they want you to do it. You ever had that happen?
All the time.
Yeah.
But see, I'm out of that. Like,
okay.
Listen, I'm not jumping into that ring no more.
Yeah.
Like, unless, like, at this point, like, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to take I don't want to take nobody else's vision.
Yeah.
And then make it come to life and then sprinkle my sauce to it.
That Jerish Martin magic on it. Yeah.
And then Jerish Martin don't get you know what I mean, the credit for doing it right there. And then you take it and be like, I did it, but no, it wouldn't
Wouldn't
be
have happened. Yeah,
no
yeah.
whatsoever.
That's why I said there's two parts to it. Because there's
Yeah.
the one part where it's just like you come, you bring the idea, you're not asking me to do nothing. You just think, well, I'm just a thought partner.
Mhm.
I love being the thought partner.
I like, and so I like people when I'm like trying to create.
Yeah.
Like I have thinking boards or people that I bounce stuff off to that kind of help me like mold it to a degree. Like I'll do it my idea, but they don't facilitate it.
Yeah, that's the other part of it.
Yeah.
So the thought partnership is one thing, but then the second part of the partnership is when like, okay, now you asking me to do things,
Mhm.
and that's when it get into a whole nother realm. But the reason I bring that up is because somebody called me
Mhm.
and they was sharing their idea, and I just had to be like keep it a buck. Like that's a great idea, but I'm just not confident in your ability to actually do it because like that's the space that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
Right. Like I know you could do it, but in all of the things that I'm seeing, just in the examinations and recaps and these 10-year look backs and all of the stuff that we've been doing, I'm finding that the plans haven't been the biggest part of the problem. The biggest part of the problem is the discipline to follow through and execute.
And that's the hard. I mean,
yeah.
to be honest, discipline is hard.
Yeah.
Like I know for me to sit down on my computer
Yeah.
is probably the hardest thing. And I need I really need to do it, right? That's a big part of it. And I know that I suck at it.
Yeah.
No, I don't hide it. Like I know that I suck at it.
Yeah.
But once I sit down and commit to it, I get so much done.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, why didn't I just do it? Like, why didn't I just put that aside and sit it down? So discipline is definitely important.
And that gets you out of the thinking about a stage into the actual production.
Right.
Of it, because a lot of times as well, thinking about it is harder than actually doing it.
Mhm.
And so you're thinking about, I got to do this and I need to make sure I do this and do that. If you just get up and start doing it, you'll see that it don't take as much time, effort, or energy as it did in your mind.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
And you know where else I'm at? I'm okay with sliding on out of stuff too.
Oh yeah.
No, that ain't for me. Like once I used to be like once I started, like I feel like I have to like see it all the way through.
Yeah.
But once I realize like it's not a good fit, it don't make only person that's gonna be really uncomfortable is me.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the stage where I have to be uncomfortable for anybody at this
I
point.
hear that loud and clear.
Yeah.
You know, that comes with clarity.
Yeah. So
once you clear, because you know when you like thinking it might or it might not. And so you have what they call that indecision, like I may be able to like work this through, push this out. But once it becomes really clear that it's not going to be a good fit, I'm all right with that too.
And I try to do it at the beginning because I'm okay with moonwalking out, right?
Yeah. As soon as it becomes clear, I think that's another part of the decision-making process.
But
right?
it's hard because I'm going to tell you
is.
why. When you believe in something and you're invested in it, you want to do everything you can to make it right. So you be like, okay, do I need to turn sideways? Do I need to like hold my stomach in to fit in? Like you try to do everything you can. Like, should I not talk so much? Like you try to, before you get to, once you're invested and you really care about something, you try to do everything you can. And that's a sign that like your integrity and you really want to be involved in the project.
Here's what I found. Something you said that just kind of like made it click for me when you said you want to do everything to make it right. Right according to who? Because if you're not aligned on what right is, then that's when you start having the issues, right? Because now it's like, okay, I think this is right, you think that is right, and now I'm doing everything that I can to make it right. Is it right according to what I think, or is it right according to what you think? And that's where those early conversations have to happen, and those continuing conversations have to happen. And you are aligned on what is right, what is the outcome that we're really pushing forward. And then once you get to a spot where you just see that it's not going to line up like that, then I'm okay these days with saying, you know what, man, here's everything that I have for you to win. Yeah, go win, and then I'll celebrate with you. And I'm looking forward to the victory. Like I'm really about that. So in the comments, we got some comments about what would you do? Would you let me say still walking on it? Let me go back, because the would you rather that we're asking is, would you rather be the example of discipline or the voice of unwavering encouragement? Yubi said discipline. Kiwi says the example of discipline. Still working on it though. Yubi, you can be encouraged and do nothing or do wrong.
Mhm.
Amen. It takes discipline. It takes discipline to make a discipline. I hear that. I like making sure the money doesn't get lost or wasted.
Mhm.
That's a beautiful thing to be in love with.
Mhm.
And then imagination versus implementation. That's a big one.
And let me tell you,
That's
when
a
you're
big
trying
one.
to change your life,
Yeah.
discipline is very important.
Yes.
Because as soon as it get hard, if you're not disciplined,
Yeah.
you will slide, but you will backslide to what took you into
Yeah.
the life that you didn't want before. Right. And so you have to be disciplined because unfortunately adulthood is kind of ghetto. And so like your bills come every 30 days. They don't stop.
Yeah, they disciplined.
They
don't send that regularly, consistently, on time.
You know, you don't want to go to your job. Like people gonna get on your nerves, but I think going to a 9 to 5 is way better than going to the streets and then have to risk doing, 9 or 5.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
5 to 9
I hear
or
that.
whatever, however you want to say it. So like discipline is very important. I'm going with discipline again.
Discipline. Also, Mama Blue, she says, I need discipline and funds to make these not that kind of grandma t-shirts at a standstill 6 months. Yeah, I hear that. So yeah, thank y'all for the Would You Rather. Again, Would You Rather is brought to you by Jerry Martin LLC. And so when you're looking for high quality entertainment curation, top tier event stage management, look no further than Jerry Martin. Jerry Martin offers professional entertainment consulting and artist coordination, as well as event management services to bring your next event to life, ensuring a seamless, exciting experience for your audience. And so, we've been kind of dissecting the state of the city. That happened a couple of weeks ago. I think it was delivered on Wednesday, the 18th, but it was a lot in the state of the city.
Mhm.
And so last week we talked about the report and the update that was given on youth development programs. Today I want to talk about the economic development in arts, because the way that this current administration is set up, they set up these 5, I think, pillars of progress.
Mhm.
And so we went through them, and I think the last one that we have here that we haven't touched on was the economic development in arts contribution. And so economic developments in arts, he said that there was $1.4 billion in construction activity, 54,000 permits processed, 196 small businesses supported through the CRA microfund. Manhattan Casino is reopening this summer. The municipal marina modernization is advancing. There's ferry service between St. Pete and Tampa is launching year-round. And then there's 66 nonprofits that have been supported through the ARPA services program. And so the mayor is positioning the city as a city of growth and opportunity, especially in tech, arts, and mobility. My question is, do you think that this development is happening equitably across all neighborhoods? With all of this activity that's going on, do you think that it's happening equity and that the majority of the people are benefiting? And if not, who's being left behind? I know that was a lot of.
So I do think people are left behind.
Okay.
And only because I don't think that, and I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think they put the programs out there and I think they are good programs, but I don't think they're intentional about getting the people. Like, I put it out there, it's up to you to come and get it. And if you come get it, then good. But if you don't, like, it was out there for you to get.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to the neighborhood associations and saying, hey, this is what we have. I don't see any mailers going out to the community saying this is what we have, so that you can reach all the people, because a lot of people, how many people watch what's going on? How many people know, check the city website to see what activities and what programs, and let somebody else bring it to your attention, and then they, they doing this. That's the way that it's spread.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, those people are intentional, always looking for a program, and then they may hop on and tell everybody else.
People in the community who keep their eyes open for these things.
Yeah, but if you
spread the word, but if you're not
connected to them people, then you don't know, right?
Yeah,
and so I think that good idea, but the execution is not always done. And I do think that comes into like your different departments that you have. When we talk about like you're sitting in seats, you have this, and this is your area that you're supposed to make sure happen. And I think that you need to be graded about like how many people participate. Like, even if you set up this awesome program and only 2 people participate in a program that's supposed to have 100 people, you fail.
Wow.
You know, in my eyes.
Yeah. No, that's right though. And that's another one of the questions. Like, how do you measure success for these roles? Is it just spreading? When you say spreading the word, is it just putting it on billboards and getting it out and making it available? Or are you looking at the success of your outreach by how many people actually respond? Like, that's another one of those it's just metrics. And so the question is, so who gets to use the Manhattan Casino? It's a great question, Mama Blue. And so from what I was told, the model that they're using is going to be like, I guess, sunken gardens almost. So it's not going to be a private operator. The city is actually going to operate it and run it. And so you would have to book through the city just like you would book through any other. But that was the last thing that I heard about it.
It's so much stuff that can happen.
We just need to pull the string and find out like who gets to use the Manhattan Casino.
I think
it's open to the public though.
Yeah, I think so. That's what we heard.
Yeah.
You know, I will. There's so many things that can happen with the Manhattan Casino, right? I would love to manage the Manhattan Casino.
Okay.
Like, just kind of like Bill Edwards, like.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
and be paid to do it. And
right. And it really kind of like
not have you paying to
right. And then bring some really good programs and some real good dining and like entertainment down there. Like, that would be, you know what I mean? And make it really something nice. Like, you know, kind of what it was.
Open this summer.
So we'll see. Have they even started?
Oh no.
So I don't know. But I also know, like, look, allegedly I'm on the, don't mess with list.
Oh, that's what they said? Like people ain't messing with you? Outkast is my favorite group.
I'm okay. At this point.
I really, live by the Outkast manifesto.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm at this point. At this point,
pronounce Outkast.
I pay all my bills. I get up. I typically smile every morning, so I'm okay. Like, if you have a problem with me expressing and not being down with whatever, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm not one of them people that's not going to hold you accountable, because I want people to hold me accountable.
That's right.
Like, when I mess up, hold me accountable. The one thing that I definitely, Maria came in and what she said, I love. She was
Maria
like,
Scrubs,
Maria Scrubs. And what she said in here is like, I'm a public figure and I put stuff out there publicly, so you could check me publicly. You don't have to do it behind closed doors, because she called you out publicly.
Yeah.
And I could really respect that. So like, honestly, like for me, if I'm messing up, I want my team to hold me accountable.
Yeah, I hear that.
Like, I really, really want them, because I want to hold my team accountable, because I want us to be the best.
But I mean, are you really a team if you can't hold each other accountable? Like, what team is that? Like, you're not really a team. You might just be like a group of people that's doing something together. But
listen, you have a leader and somebody just kind of, you see it all the time. They get stuff done.
Yeah.
It might not. You saw R. Kelly had a team and nobody held him accountable.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You have people in there.
Wow.
So their accountability is a good thing. Like, you have people who don't hold people accountable for their bad actions.
What contributes to that? Like, what is it? Is it the attitude of the leader?
Control.
Okay.
So
but
somebody
how do you set that culture where people they don't feel like they can tell you nothing? Like, is it because of the money? What makes it where somebody feel like, because I'm just never that person. Like, I'm always going to be like, you know what? That ain't right.
Because if somebody feel like they need.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of things, right? So y'all chime into this. So it could be you done did dirt, right? And I know your secrets. And so like, I can't call you out because I'm doing the same thing.
Let me pause you right there. No, let me pause you, because we had a study group.
Let's go.
In our study group. No, just to kind of give you that, because you're absolutely right. And one of the questions that we asked, this was years ago when we were still on 9th Street over there, 909th Street with the Bay Area Study Group. And in that study group, we were asking about like why people don't correct other people. And one of the things that they said was because you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like either they, like you said, you either had the dirt on them or like I'm doing dirt and I know you doing dirt. So for me to try and call out your dirt is probably going to make you react by calling out mine. And so we just all
pretend like it don't happen.
We just act like ain't nothing wrong and everything. But everybody knows it's like these open secrets.
Right. That nobody
They call
says.
it tacit consent in some places. Yeah.
So we have that.
Yeah.
Right. We also have somebody has a hidden agenda.
Okay.
To overthrow the throne.
So they let you keep going and bump your head.
Right. So that they can come in
and save the day.
Right. And then so that is the thing. And then two, people know that they're not living up to what they're supposed to do. So again, it's the call me you out. Like I can't call you out again because I'm not doing my part.
Yeah, yeah.
So those are like three, you know, that like some people just riding other people's coattails and know that like at this point I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, but I'm getting a paycheck.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna call them out because then if I call them out again, it's the call out. So again, it comes to accountability. So people don't like to be accountable. So when you don't like to be, when the other person don't like to be accountable for what they're doing, they don't make anybody else accountable.
Yeah, I think that's another part of the leadership dynamic when you setting up your teams. This is something that it was brought to my attention. I want to say 2016. I went to a training and we were talking about the different types of leaders and the different type of people you want to have on your teams, right? Free game. We had to pay a lot of money for it, but it's free for y'all. So you have your leadership, your visionary leader, right? That's the one who paints the pictures and shows you like, here's what we can do. Here's what's possible. Then you have your process leader, which is the one that's going to show you like, okay, in order for you to get that vision that you have, here's the process that you need to follow. Then you have your task leader. Now that the process is established, here somebody's going to make sure that the things that you need to do are actually getting done. But then there's this other one that a lot of people have a problem with in the broader spectrum. It's the ethical leader, right? And the ethical leader is the one who's going to question and make sure that what we're doing is what we're supposed to be doing and making sure that we're on mission and that we're aligned. And in some spaces, they call that quality control. Yeah. Well, if you just into doing stuff and you want to just do stuff and get stuff done, and somebody's like saying, or they're pressing you on the quality of what you're doing or the reason behind what you're doing, that ethical leader usually gets, a lot of the bad name. Like they think you being negative. They think you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you always got to be negative. It's like, well, I'm the inspector. So right. we've established a standard that we said we're going to operate by. And then this ethical leader is making sure that we're operating based upon.
And they become the outlier.
Yeah.
Right. And then they become the person because you're not a part of the clique. And then when you're not a part of the clique, they start to make lies about you. Right.
No, Q, they are a part of the clique. They're more a part of the clique than any other part of the clique because they said we're going to make sure that we're doing what we said we was doing.
But if you didn't, like, to be honest, people don't be signing up for that.
They don't sign up for you to make
some people you see it like you see it even in the political realm. You'll see somebody that you'll have people over here, and because this person didn't agree with them, they shun, they put them to the side, and then
but that's all the most loyal person ever is the
because they're gonna
say, hey man, what you doing ain't right, or what you doing, you can do it better if you fix these few things. Like that's the person
people don't hear that. People don't hear that.
Yeah, that's my wife. My wife is that for me. Like she'll question why you doing that? What make this?
But you should sense? Because if anybody if nobody can ask you why, and make you think about your why, because your why is going to let you know if you're doing it for the right reason. And so if you don't have somebody that's like saying, hey, let's walk through this. Why are you doing this? Tell me, what is your motivation for this? And then because a lot of times you don't even realize why you did it. Like it could have been an emotional decision, and that makes you sit down, regroup, and think. Right. But a lot of times people walk with their egos. Right. And so once they come with their decision, they be like, I turned every corner and looked at everything, and so this is the best decision. And so people really don't like constructive criticism, even though they say that they're willing to hear it and love to, I welcome it. No, most people don't. They be lying. And y'all know we don't subscribe to all.
Sure.
Let's say some people don't.
Yeah.
And you'll see it when like everybody's screaming one thing and then you're walking over here and saying, nope, I'm telling you this is right. Tell me what I'm missing that you're seeing.
Yeah.
Just tell me. And usually they can't.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, just to your point about the why, that was my experience with city council. Like, when I tell the story about how I took my wife to dinner and, asked her if it was okay for me to, would she support me in running for a city council? I mean, applying for a seat for city council. One of the things that, like, her first question, like I talk about broadly the conversation, but in that conversation, she was like clarifying and helping me clarify, like, why are you doing this? Why would you do that? And making sure that it's not like vanity. You want to be seen as an ego. Like, are you clear on what the impact of this is and what this means, and like really helping me workshop it so that I can say, you know what? I'm clear on why I want to do this and what the impact of me doing this will be. But without having somebody like that, and then when you doing it, to say, hey, I thought you was doing this for that reason, but based upon your actions, it looks like you're doing something other than what you said. Like, man, if you ain't got nobody like that on your team, then man, what?
And then when you can't ask the why and people feel it's time to walk away.
Yeah. And you can't make suggestions about the what. So let's take some of the comments. And so we got Dr. Jordan. Thank you for tuning in. The Hope Doctor. Dr. Jordan likes the discussion, holding leaders accountable. Absolutely. Ms. Teresa, good morning, family. What we're witnessing here in this country is a classic example of a team not holding the leader responsible for his wrongdoing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Charlie Funk love to call out the dirt. It's a skill. Ooh-wee, Brother John is on point. Personally, I experienced some of that in my most recent full-time position with a local nonprofit organization. So I left. And we talked about that earlier too, Ms. Teresa. Thank you so much for that. And being all right with leaving.
You got to be all right with leaving.
And it's hard, especially when you've invested in. Here's the thing. Here's one of the challenges I think with leaving, particularly with organizations, right? Because you sign up for a mission, and when you sign on to the mission and you believe in the mission and you're really working for it, and you see the potential of like we could really help a lot of people,
right?
We could really have an impact in doing this work, and then you start getting into it and you weaving, and then the leadership or those who are in certain positions are not on the same page, or they're not as mission focused as you are. And when the mission just becomes a byline on the website, like that's a struggle. And then you're trying to get them to be on mission, and then you become the troublemaker, or you become the one who's negative, or you become,
but you're the voice of reason.
Yeah.
But then you have people, but I will tell you what I've learned is sometimes it's not the message. Sometimes it's not the delivery, it's the messenger. And sometimes it's the opposite, right?
Okay.
Because when you walk in, like if I know you don't like me, it don't matter what I say, you're already ready to rebuttal. Like you're listening just to rebuttal me, not to hear anything. Some people can put their feelings aside, but if you walk in there and I have the greatest idea ever, and if you have some type of problem with Qiana or anybody else, you typically don't receive what they're saying right there. But if you like Brother John and he comes in and can deliver the message and you receive it, I'm happy with that too. So you really have to know your audience, right?
Yeah.
And know who's the person that you need to send in. Like at your household, like when I want something, I like my mama, it's going to be Cheyenne or Corey.
Okay, that's who got to go get it.
Yeah. Like I just took her shoes, right? I went to the house. My shoe broke. I took her shoes and I said, "Oh, I'm not gonna tell her." So technically, I was stealing.
You just stole her down, though.
Yeah, no, but let me tell you something. No, she found out. But let me tell you what happened. Hold on, Carla, 1 second, and then I'm gonna let you. So I took the shoes, but Cheyenne is like, "Oh yeah, put the shoes on." Boom, 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 boom. So I had my mom in my car and she was driving, and I actually put my foot on the dashboard, not thinking, and she said, "You got my shoes." And then Cheyenne on the phone, I said, Cheyenne gave them to me. Her whole attitude changed. Now, I was finna get it.
Yeah, but because it was Cheyenne.
Yeah, so I know Corey, Cheyenne, and Giselle.
I hear that.
Hey, Carla, introduce yourself.
What's on your mind? A motivational Monday.
It's you. I'm just listening to y'all, but I'm just saying that, morally, you can make anything okay with yourself. But
Oh,
you might don't have an ethical ground to stand on. So a lot of times it be when it start out, it sounds like it's ethically sound and it's what we all gonna do. And then when you get involved, you realize this don't agree with your morals and what they doing.
that's right.
It ain't what you agree with. So now you stuck at the dilemma. Do I stay or do I go, or do I turn a blind eye and don't say nothing?
Wow.
Yeah. So when it disagree with your morals or your ethics, because ethics is for everybody.
Yeah.
Morally, you can make anything right because it only agree with yourself. If you say, well, they did this to me, I think it's morally right, I can go do it to them. The only person you agree with was yourself. So that's your morals. You can take it any way you want. But ethics is the whole group overall.
I hear that.
I like that.
I hear that. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you for that framework, man.
And that is because you see people like, how like two stories, like one person will come up with a story and then you hear a whole nother story and you be like, wait, they don't even match.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because people lie to themselves all the time and then can talk themselves into being okay with their decision that they make. Like, when you make a decision, I always tell people, it ain't up to me to make you okay with your decision. Like, if you wrong me, like, my forgiveness is for me, not for you.
Yeah.
So I don't have to come to you and tell you I forgive you. Like, it's not my job to make you feel good about a decision that you made.
It's not my job to make you feel good about a decision that you made.
No.
Okay. So you brought up a great point that kind of came up. We talk about justification, right? And I just heard you say it too in a different way. How people can make anything that they want to do seem right.
Yeah.
Even if it's wrong.
Yeah.
And I think that's the challenge, right? When you start thinking about like you shouldn't do something, but you have to talk yourself into, or you have to give yourself a reason to do it. I think that speaks to like just our nature. Like you know better. And so you can't just go out and just do wrong. You have to like give yourself an excuse to do wrong.
Remember that time you didn't put gas in the car? I remember that time. That's why I took the car and never put gas in it again, because you didn't put gas in it that one time.
But you should have put gas in the car.
But you didn't put gas in that last time.
Okay, so you got to make not putting gas in the car right because of something I did. That's the kind of stuff that it's like it makes life so much more difficult.
It does, because it's a thing. But you have to justify. But you got to justify your actions and saying like, "Dang, I messed up."
Yeah.
Like, no, you got to have a reason. Oh, you made me feel like this, so I didn't follow through with what we talked about.
Yeah, I thank God for my father, because he raised me on a lot of words and sayings, right? And one of the things that he used to say, he said, you can lie to anybody else, but always make sure you tell yourself the truth.
I agree with that. But sometimes people, they lie to themselves so much they believe the lie.
That's dangerous.
But that's
a
lot of
people. Part of what he said. He said, boy, because when you start believing your own lies, you're in bad shape.
You do.
And I always had like a conscience, right? Because of that. Like I didn't realize at the time that that's what he was doing. But he always used to say, especially when he caught me in a lie.
Yeah.
And I held the line and I'm going to not, cave. And he know I'm lying.
Yeah.
Like our parents do.
Yeah.
And he would just say, okay, well, listen, you can lie to anybody else, but just always tell yourself the truth. Because when you start believing your own lies, you're in bad shape. And it's unfortunate that we see that happening. But for me, I've always been all right with accepting responsibility for my part in whatever it was that I did.
But people are really delusional. I done been somewhere in the panel.
Yeah.
And somebody has lied straight to the person who's involved. But because they really believe this lie, they confused you. Have somebody ever came to you and talked to you about something and you be like, you remember? And you be like, yeah, but then they done convinced you.
Okay.
that this is true, and something in your soul saying this ain't right.
Okay. Yeah,
Right. And
yeah.
and then when you think about it, like, nah, they so wrong about that. Like, I did not do that. But they done came in there, they believe they lie, and they done convinced you to believe they lie.
So here's another thing that I'm glad you said that. And it's motivational Monday, y'all. So this kind of we just kind of doing what we do.
Yeah.
Y'all know when Mr. Evan ain't here and this is just me and Q, we just kind of just float on, ride the wave.
Yeah.
We just riding the wave.
Sometimes we get hyped,
And
but
like,
Mr.
I don't know
Edmund
where
is the
I
hype.
don't know how we landed on this, how we started here, but we so now we're talking about ethics, right?
Mhm.
And for me, when you this is another one of the things that I've gotten to, and I've always been here,
Mhm.
but I'm here now more than ever, right? When somebody comes to you and they ask you if you remember XYZ, and even if they're convincing, I'm just not. If I don't remember, I'm gonna tell you I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because you've seen people like just to get them to go ahead on and tell the rest of the story. Oh yeah, I remember.
And then hopefully in the middle, like you get it.
You
Oh
tryna
no,
perfect
I
it.
remember.
But if I don't, I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't remember. And
Yeah.
then they start pressing you. You do remember. It's like, okay, no matter how many times you repeat it, especially if you just keep saying the same thing,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna remember. Like if you add more context or if you add some other pieces, then maybe I'll remember. But if you be like, Brother John, John, Brother John. It's like
I get people like
don't know who you're talking
right.
about. And no matter how many times you say their name, I'm not gonna know who you're talking about. And
I'm with you on that. Like,
I'm okay with just like saying, okay, well, what's the point that you're trying to make? Because like this piece of it, I don't remember. And because I used to do that, like I'd be like, oh yeah. And then I see these videos now, just kind of off topic, but on topic. There's a guy who does these videos on Facebook, and he'll go around just talking to people, and he'll just be saying like anything, like something random and something crazy. He'd be like, hey, Q, you got the thing from the Gaussian? And they'd be like, yeah, I got it. He'd say, how? And then they'd be like, whoa, well, because you just going along with the conversation.
You want the conversation. Or you're not listening. Or you're not listening. Oh, yeah.
And then he say, how?
How what?
Right. And that's when you know you got them. But I just don't like putting myself in that.
No, I do my best to try to be as honest as possible.
Yeah. No, that's it. And it's just a personal thing. Feels real good. Let me see. When it makes you feel good, people find any justification. That's
or
right.
when you're doing bad to somebody, you have to justify it.
Of course.
Yeah, and then you come up with whatever
justification. Because usually a good person will try and justify it. Now you just got to be a horrible person to know that you're doing somebody bad and don't care. Like you ain't trying to make no excuses of why you're doing it. You just doing.
Are you really? Is that a good person?
I mean, it's a
quality.
it's a quality. Redeemed.
Yeah, you can. You can.
How do you redeem somebody?
Because something good people
do it, and I don't have no reason to do it. I'm just gonna do it because I just wanted to.
I think it's an integrity thing too, right? But then again, accountability.
Yeah.
Good people do make good people do make bad decisions, right?
Sure.
I don't think that instant in like something you did in one situation should dictate like every interaction.
Yeah.
But I do tread lightly after that. And there's some interactions that will make me look at you different forever. And I'm not saying that you don't change that. I just don't put myself back in there. Like there's people that were not good friends to me, but I don't tell other people that they're not going to be good friends to them because people show up different for different people.
Yeah. No, I hear that loud and clear. There was a question that I had. I wrote it down because you made me think of it.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to find it. How do you work with people who you don't like?
This is called adulthood.
Okay.
Right. This is really it. And I think we
give us a call. Let us know what's
and I think what happens is we work with people we don't like all the time. Like when you go to your job, you do it. Yeah. And it depends on what.
Oh no, that wasn't it. I put it in the chat. I'm glad I saved it. How do you work with people you know don't like you? How do you work with people who you know don't like you?
Oh, you do that all the time too. But see, this is when you work a regular 9 to 5.
Yeah,
you do it. But when you start to create like community events, you feel like you can't.
Oh,
You
okay.
get what, like
Okay.
when you go to your 9 to
So we
5.
have some really talented people and some really like if y'all can work together, you may be able to work with them, but you know that they don't like you.
But you don't do it because it's optional.
Okay.
So when it's optional, you opt out,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But when you're at a regular, because just think about like your regular 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Some people don't like their bosses. They don't like their coworkers. Their coworkers don't like them, but they still go in there, get the job done, figure out how to make it work.
Yeah.
But like if we're doing a community event, no, I don't like her. I don't work with people I don't like. But then you go clock in and work with somebody you don't like all the time.
Yeah.
So like I really do think that a lot of times we do need to take our 9 to 5 mentality to our outside world. Like
I think so too.
even in relationships based, like there's things that we'll do for our 9 to 5 that we won't do for our relationship.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, that's right. That's right. And the reason I'm asking this, another one of the reasons, not the reason, but another thing that's coming up for me as we talk about this is because there are people who I know don't like me, but if we ever work together, like I know we can really do some amazing things because of the positions that they're in, the resources that they have, my mind, what I bring. But it's like the only thing that's stopping us from really helping a lot of people is the fact that you don't like me.
Yeah.
And you can't get past that. And I can. I ain't got no problem working with people who
It's just uncomfortable.
because it's like I don't have to like you.
Right.
Because I'm so focused on the impact that we can make and the things that we can do. Now, if I don't like you, the only thing that we're gonna do together is work. Like don't invite me to anything outside of that because I'm not obligated to do like, okay, I'm not coming to this. I'm not going to be at this spot because I don't do that even with people who I do like. I do that with people who I love. Yeah. And so if I don't like you, I'm definitely not going to be doing. But I ain't got no problem, like, because you're right. You do it with your 9 to 5. You do it with your career, your chosen profession. And I've been blessed to be able to do that in community organizing. Like we don't have to like each other.
Right.
We can be cordial. We can do that. But as long as we're here for the same reason, we're here to serve the people. We're here to get done what we here to get done. Yeah. Then I'm all for that. And then we can, dap it up, call it a day. And when that project is over, that project is over. But
I'm okay. But it's a hard place. But
people struggle with that though. Like,
people do because you want me to tell you
who they know don't like them.
But I think the biggest struggle is not that you don't like me, but is the integrity there. Like, so how and that's the thing is when you're working with somebody in the project, you got to trust that they're going to do their part.
Okay.
So if you don't like me, are you going to still execute the part that we need to work together because it's me? And so that becomes the struggle right there. It's not the dislike. It becomes
distrust.
Right. And it's the distrust people can't get through because if we working on something and you don't like me and then you be like,
yeah, you're right. It's hard to work with people you can't trust. Like I can not like you, but if I don't trust you,
it's totally,
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for that context. Tiff say, you just do it. You just do it if it comes to the 9 to 5 because you don't have a choice. Yep. Let me see. That's a manipulative person, said Charlie Funk. Everybody in the band doesn't have to like each other to perform the show.
Right. You don't.
I love that because that's my analogy on so many things. Like that's how I see my role in community.
But the smaller
like conductor to be able to, like, I can't play the instrument, but if I can assemble the people who can, and then just give them the sheet music and the notes, like that's my.
But see, it depends on how small the band is.
Okay.
So if it's just 3 people in the band,
okay,
and 2 people distrust each other, it makes it really hard to get it done.
What are we talking about? Like.
No, I'm just saying. No.
Trust is different from like.
Right. No, but I'm just saying. But like, so
I don't gotta like you to trust you.
Right. But again, no. But that don't mean they're not gonna. Some dislike goes into
distrust.
Yeah, because like it kind of does. Sometimes. It kind of, but okay. So let's say
like if we got an agreement on the thing that we're doing.
Okay, so but some people
like is different from trust.
So sometimes it can be, it can be, but some people,
If I know you don't like me, do I trust you?
So let's say 2 people.
I know this is just me processing.
No, okay. So let's say
you don't like me, do I still trust you? That's
I don't. If you don't like me, I really don't trust you. Like if you don't like me,
I don't trust you.
I because you might stab me in the back.
To a degree.
Yeah, to a degree. So that's making.
I don't fully trust you.
No, heck no. That's why I won't hang out with you. Like, I mean, like you put your paper, you finish your paper, I finish my paper.
Right.
We put the paper right there, then we walk away. No, you can't stay here when I walk away because you might change my paper.
Right.
You don't like me, so I don't know how far this light goes.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So this is this. So okay, now it goes with the size of the band, right?
Okay.
So if we got 3 people, it's hard to cover up the dislike. Let me say that.
Okay.
Now, if we
Yeah.
got 10 people,
The dislike can be.
it can
kinda-
be mass because
Yeah.
we got buffers.
Okay.
We got people that come in and I might like that person and you might like that person. So that's our buffer person.
Mhm.
So our dislike does not interrupt what is happening.
So how do you feel about people who recruit others to join them in their dislike of you?
I don't agree.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
To a degree. Cause some people, cause some beef is some beef.
No,
Now,
because like what you're saying. So like, okay, in a band of 3, okay, I don't like you, right? And then this is another part of how it happens.
Mhm.
And then in a band of 10, I don't like you, but now I'm sharing my reason or my justification or whatever we want to call it for why I don't like you, and I'm recruiting other people to not like you too.
Mhm.
That's a problem. Because I think if you don't like me, then it's something that me and you need to work out.
But some stuff, the dislike that you're doing, other people don't like either. And that's where the band up coming.
But that's when we all need to have a conversation.
You do.
But when you start recruiting people to try and like join your bandwagon, and now in the meeting it's me against y'all.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that because I've experienced that a whole lot, and that's the thing that make me be like, oh y'all.
So this is
like you mean to tell me ain't nobody in here like value this enough to be like, hey, let's all have a conversation, let's all work through this. But y'all kind of formed you had your little secret council for revolt and overthrowing, and then now you're gonna come together when we could have just like the original 2 people who was in that conversation could have worked through it because it might have been something real small that we could have handled.
It usually is really small that you can work through, but typically, like I'm okay with y'all. If something is wrong and the group has talked about it, like sometimes like, okay, I come to you, like I'm experiencing this. Like I ain't saying all this, but this is what I'm saying. And then you agree with me. Boom, 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 right? Because I'm trying to get counsel and ask you how to navigate, but you're having the same problem. Then boom. Now I go to somebody else because you can't help me navigate this for real. And then somebody else said, now we bring it to the masses. It seems like we're double teaming you, but no, we all have the same problem. So like, I mean, if you're handling finances wrong and we all show it, but I'm the one who brought it up and I'm the one, because some people don't say nothing.
But that's what I'm saying. The first person I'm going to say something to is the person who's handling the finances.
Mhm.
Like that's my first place.
But you do talk to that person. But when you,
but because what I'm saying is this, like because here's again another part of the experience. You go to somebody and you saying, okay, they're not doing this right or they're not doing this thing wrong, and then the reaction is, oh, I never thought about that.
Right.
Like you think that everybody else is thinking like you, and then you go to them and you ask them, are they having the same problem? And they like, no, I ain't having that problem.
Yeah.
That's the issue that I have with that, because now you put a problem on somebody who they didn't have and they can't do nothing about. No, and they're not even a part of it. Like, but now they like, oh, you know what? Now that I think about it,
but
they do that.
But or it flip up, because people have come to me and say, hey, like this is what I see, boo, boo, boo. And then I'll be like, well, have you thought of it this way?
Yeah. And
so you can be, that person can be the clarity that the other person needs.
And my question is, have you talked to them about it?
So no,
that'd be my question. Like, why you telling me? If you haven't talked to them about it first, that's a flag for me.
Right.
When you come to me with a problem with another person and I ask you, have you talked to that person already? And you tell me you haven't, then that's a flag. Not that it's the end of the world, but for me, I'm taking notes, because why would you come to me and you have, and then we can say, oh, well, I was going to go to them and I know you got away with words. Maybe you can help me. And how I go to them. But no, if you come to me and you got a problem with somebody else, I'm going to direct you to that person.
And you should. Yeah. But sometimes people come to you be the same way.
Yeah.
Like I get a lot of people like, hey, I need help with this. Like I don't know how, like not in those words. Like I don't know how to deliver it. So it's not really a red flag. So it's not really a red flag for me.
But it's a caution signal.
But
if you say no, then I'm like, that get my attention.
But if you're coming to me from a sincere place and really want to figure out how to execute it, and you want to get it, I think that's a smart move, right? Because like when I don't, it's not a caution, it's not a red flag, it's nothing. If you're coming from a sincere place and not coming to bash, right? Because I know I have interacted with this person, and every time I say something to it, it goes left. Boom. Not for this situation, but I've been walked in there and said stuff, and we just. So now I have this problem, and this how could you help me, God, so that I don't have this? Boom. And sometimes again, I'm not the person that needs to come and say it. Because it's not going to be received. So if I'm coming to a third party, because I know that you're the person that can,
like a voice of reason, maybe,
right? And you can be the voice of reason, and you could say, "Qiana came to me." You know what I mean in the whole thing. But this person,
and I'm gonna call Qiana and be like, Qiana, if see, that's just.
I'm okay with it.
I'm just different like that. Like I'm telling you, like if
I say it once, I say it twice. And if I call this,
that's what I'm and see what I've experienced, and we probably can do. We can continue this on What's on Your Mind Wednesday. But that was early on in some of my interactions where I have people would bring me their problems that they have with other people, and they wouldn't say them to other people, and then I would like now I subscribe to your problem.
I hate
when I see the other person, I'm speaking to that person about your problem, even though it's not my problem.
Right.
But because you scared to say it, I'm feel like I gotta say it.
And that's manipulation.
But then they leave me out there when I say, hey, no, now that we hear it, I thought we was here. And then they be like, what you talking about?
That is manipulation.
Like I got jammed up with
no, that's manipulation. That is, and I don't like that. When you know, because loyal people link up with their people. And they take their problems and make it theirs, right? And they know that about you. And then that person will still be scheming and smiling and kicking with that person. And then they'll put you up to fight their battles. I don't. That's
blazing,
that's a big red flag. And that's a different situation. You know what I mean? Like you sending me up, and like I had a talk with somebody, like everybody got a problem, but you're the only one that's speaking. You're the only one that's without your job, right? Everybody else still have their job, so you got to move smart. Like you can't take on everybody else's beef when it ain't yours.
I had to learn that.
Yeah, you do. Well, you know it is 9 o'clock.
It is Motivational Monday, so I hope you were motivated, inspired by something that you heard this morning, man. Human relationships, really focus on that. Communication, reality and affinity, man. Y'all make sure that you're communicating openly, communicating honestly, and communicating often. That would be my final thought on this motivation.
Oh, you changed it. Okay.
I mean, I'm just kind of going with
I like it. Be the change you want to be
on this robust conversation.
Be the change you want to be. See, discipline. Put it into your routine, right?
Yes.
Discipline. Write down those 5 things. Y'all already know why. If y'all don't, Google it. I don't know. Just to make you, just 5 things that make you feel good. Stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Make you lose your shoes and shout all around the house. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And we out.